hope all your days are as happy as this one.
The saga of an American family.
Another girl.
3 decades of hope and heartbreak.
You blame me for Randall because we couldn't have anything to do with you.
Of promises made.
Let's pretend it's just the two of us.
And promises broken.
I want to be with you.
Angelica Houston and Sam Neill in a moving story of family. A family like all others. Family Pictures.
We're all a little crazy, aren't we?
Sunday.
Guns? You're pointing guns at my sister's baby girl. Please let her go.
Forget it, lady.
Please don't hurt her. Are you okay, honey?
Yes, Auntie.
Oh, I'll never forgive myself. I hate this part of town. Didn't your mother tell you not to come to this part of town? What do you want, money? Of course you want money.
Shut up!
Listen, I've got a few hundred, but of course you can have my credit cards if you want to, or maybe
Lady, you
my
care about this spoiled little brat? Shut your mouth.
Please, I'll give you whatever it is, whatever you want. I've got it. Tell him, honey.
She's loaded.
Stay back.
Please, just don't hurt her,
Hold
please.
it.
Just
I said
don't
get the
hurt
hell
her.
away from me.
Don't hurt her.
Put the gun down. It's all over. She's a cop. She'll take you out in a second. You don't even want to think about the firepower train on the outside of this building.
Trevor.
It's all over. Everything is cool.
Tony, don't be scared. It's gonna be all right.
Just hand me the gun, son.
Well, I don't know what it's going to take to get it through my head that you don't need a bodyguard.
Forget it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dad was making you cry, and I just went on automatic pilot.
It wasn't possible to make things any worse than they already were.
Well, you know, he was acting like you had done something wrong, and you didn't do anything. You know that, right?
I should have told him.
You were planning on it.
Everybody kept asking me when I was finally going to say something. Even you asked me.
It's not your fault.
I was so concerned that it would happen, and it wouldn't happen at the wrong time. How could I let him find out that he was a father from somebody else?
Because you were trying to protect him?
And instead, I ended up making it worse. I mean, I saw how he looked at me, and I don't blame him.
Look, you want to blame somebody? You want to blame me, okay? If I hadn't barged in there, you guys would have probably worked it out. No, really. You were looking out for his interests, and he wouldn't have jumped to that stupid conclusion about you and me trying to take Jamie, right? He didn't mean that.
This is worse than I could possibly have imagined it. What was I waiting for?
Look, Tad is mad at the world, not you, okay? I mean, he lost his mom, he lost 2 years of his life, and he probably lost Dixie, but, so he feels gypped, okay? Fine. But it's nobody's fault. Now, he'll calm down a little while later, he'll come back, and you guys, when I'm not here to mess things up, you'll work it out.
I wish life could be that simple.
Hey, you know what's simple? Come here. You know what's simple? Jamie's smile, that's simple. When he gets close to that kid, he's just gonna melt.
He was so angry.
No, I certainly didn't help anything. Listen, why don't I go apologize to him, okay?
No.
Come on, no yelling, I promise.
No, all right. Tad needs time. It's a lot to absorb. I thought I was ready for this.
Want to skip dinner?
Rain check?
Absolutely. Listen, I'm gonna go say goodnight to Phoebe.
Better off without him. I knew I'd screwed up your life before. I wanted to avoid a repeat performance.
I'm not home.
Mr. Orsini, is that you?
Go away.
Dad, Stephen.
And Galen Henderson, your mother's attorney? I've been trying to track you down. It's about your mother's, Nola Orsini's will.
Just a minute. Nola Orsini.
Hey,
patrons saying it's perfect time. How you doing, Ted?
Tad?
Oh, well, Ted is just hunky-dory, but I'm afraid Tad has seen better days. Come on in. So, how's that noggin of yours? Any more headaches? No, I'm fine. Listen, I hope I don't seem rude, but I'd like to make this short and sweet. I'd just like to hear what my mother's last wishes were.
Well, except for some very generous bequests to servants and various charities, the vineyard and all of Nola's personal holdings are yours.
You're a lucky man, bud. Really? Mm-hmm. It's all well and good, except for one thing. I'm not Ted Orsini.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? My mother made out her last will, and Nola made out her last will and testament with the assumption that I was her son, and I'm not.
But Nola took care of everything, just in case. She was very precise in her wording. The Orsini Vineyard and Estate was left specifically to the man known as Theodore Joseph Orsini in January of 1993. All of the money, the estate, it's yours.
See, it doesn't matter whether you're a biological son or not.
As a matter of fact, even if the real Ted Orsini is alive out there somewhere, and someday he comes back to get his fair share, he's out of luck. Nola's will is incontestable, and that's the way she wanted it.
She loved you. She believed in you. No matter what.